Hi.
Hey. We're live.
Technical difficulties. We just wanted you guys to like really be ready for this.
Yes.
Like just be like super ready.
And really hear our theme song.
Yes.
I mean, did you hear it though? Did you really hear it? Yeah.
Did we hear it the first time? Like, what actually happened? Did it just
There will
play
be a
twice?
Yeah, I think it played twice.
just play? Okay, cool.
Who cares?
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah.
That was our gift to you.
There
You
go.
got it twice. All right. Well, is it Friday night and we are together?
We're here. We're in the basement.
Wow. It's amazing
Yeah.
to be together again.
I like being here.
Cry.
Oh,
Okay.
Let me just.
Matter.
Let me just.
Get that wipe with tears.
Mess up your
Put
makeup.
that one in your little vial safe
Yeah,
for
wait.
later.
Hold on. Got the vial right here.
My violet tears. She likes to drink those when she feels lonely. Drinks the tears.
Drinks the tears of the menfolk of the cult show. Yes.
Anyway, so yes, we are here because
Why the hell not?
things are lifting and it's a
Yeah.
little easier. We're all vaccinated, so we can be in a room together
It's great. It's awesome.
without feeling guilty, at least. So it's wonderful.
I love it.
It is. Anyway, what's going on? What are we drinking tonight?
Tonight, well, I'm having some of my seed lip herbal concoction
'Kay.
with Neil's favorite, the lime and ginger.
Lime and ginger.
Yep.
That's what I use for my ginger and whiskey.
Yeah.
comp. Yeah.
It's an homage to you.
Oh, thank you. So kind.
What do you got?
You know what? I am doing a Kendall Jackson. What did we do?
Pinot
Pinot
Noir.
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 Pinot Noir. Yes.
In
And
a-
Caleb.
In a cult show cup.
In a cult
mug.
show cup.
Mug. The Cult Show mug, not for sale near you. So,
We will sell these at some point, though. Don't you guys want merch? We keep talking about merch. You don't
No.
want merch.
we keep threatening, and then we don't, and we don't do it.
Merch. Yeah, we'll get that done at some point. We're a
Yes.
little busy right now.
Because we are whores for the money. We just,
whores for the money.
haven't done it yet.
Yep.
Anyway, Caleb, so you got the wine also?
I've got the wine also. Yes.
Awesome. So before we
Fabulous.
break, what are we talking about tonight? What's the subject?
Tonight is it's a Neil pick, and it was real random, real
was.
real out of like the other field, right
Yes.
field,
Or
left field.
Yeah.
It came from the dugout. Somebody just rolled it into the field of play.
It was like the little ball boy just came running out and kind of
Yeah.
like just went, ugh.
That is kind of how I felt when you picked this movie, which is Dragonslayer from
Yeah.
1981. And Neil is not a big fan of fantasy movies.
No.
So we'll see how this kind of held up for him.
Yeah.
And I thought I had seen this movie. I had not. I have seen Dragonheart, different film.
Oh, much different film.
yeah. And I was watching it. I'm like, the fuck is this? And then I was like, I don't think I've seen this. And I was like, wait a minute, Dennis Quaid. And yeah, so it all came to. I'm like, fuck.
So you're really disappointed. Because you're
I
expecting.
was surprised
You're expecting the wonderfully meaty Dennis Quaid, and,
with that wig.
and instead you get
Yeah,
Peter McNichol with the wig or the hair.
I don't even.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. It is what it is. It happened.
Cool.
Yeah. So that's what we're talking about tonight.
And I have no idea what these guys think about it. They don't know what I think about it. We haven't talked about it at all.
Not at all.
So
We didn't watch together.
it's
I know
going to be
nothing.
fun.
Yeah.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, everyone.
All right. So, who is with us in the chat? Are we able to scroll? Is that a possibility?
Why doesn't maybe Caleb could?
Yeah,
do
Caleb could do it. Yeah, good point.
Can. We
Sorry.
have got, I know Enoch was here.
Space face.
Macy, definitely. Space
Yep.
Face is here. We've got Hungry Boy.
He's very excited for this.
We also have scrolling.
But we have the
scrolling.
Hungry
we're
Boy?
scrolling
The
and we're
Hungry Boy.
scrolling.
The Hungry Boy?
The Hungry Boy. The
We
one
have
and only.
Mark Vision's Truth,
And Pismo Mark. So
and we have Evan.
The bookmarks.
The book.
the bookmarks.
We
yes.
have Evan here. Hi, friend Evan.
We've got Laura, Miss Movie Buff. Is Mindy here?
Mindy, are you here?
Mindy.
Evan is here.
Come on, Mindy.
What's up, Evan? There's Mindy. Mindy is
Oh.
here.
There she is.
I was about to cry again. I don't want to do twice in one show.
Why? I need the tears.
Cry in my wine.
My little vial is low.
So I believe that is everyone. I know we were having some sound issues.
Oh,
so,
and Michael's here.
yes, and joining us live in studio, we've got Michael B.
Michael B.
So if you were like, where is he? He's here.
Michael
Never
B.
fear.
He is doing the catering tonight, so he's in studio.
Studio catering. Oh my God.
And
He got me a bagel.
Aw.
didn't get me anything then.
No.
He just brings his love.
Hungry Boy says, thanks, Scott. Volume is better.
Yay.
Thank you,
Yay,
Hungry.
Scott.
All right. We will flog Scott later for that.
So what else? What else? What the heck else?
What else? What's going on with you? What did you do this week, today,
In life?
in your life?
In my life? Well, I watched a couple of movies. I watched Anything for Jackson. Have
Don't
you
know
guys heard of that? It's a Shudder exclusive, and it's got a great cast, and it's a dark comedy horror. It's got some really cool, creepy imagery and stuff in it, too. So it still has, like, which is how I like horror comedy generals, to still be kind of scary. And it's about a pair of grandparents who are nice, normal, unassuming people whose daughter dies and their grandson Jackson dies. So they become Satanists to kind of do a reverse, like a deliberate possession to get Jackson's spirit into this pregnant lady. And it's like, it's kind of funny because they're kind of noobs and they don't really know what they're doing. You know, they're just kind of stumbled into this Satanism. I could give them a few tips, but it was good. So I watched that, and I watched What Keeps You Alive. Have you guys heard of this one? It's on the Netflix right now. It's a fun slasher, really gory, which I like. Oh. And it's about these two women. They're married, and they go to a secluded cabin, which that's never good. And I don't want to give too much away, but slasherness ensues.
Okay. Slashery.
Yeah.
Some slasher.
What's that one called?
What Keeps You Alive.
Keeps You Alive.
Oh, and I watched Psycho, but it was more like Psycho was just on in the background when I was reading. So.
Got it.
Yeah.
Psycho watched you.
That's a lot.
Psycho watched me.
Watched you read.
Yes.
Caleb.
Awesome. I watched some more of, I want to make sure I get this TV show right, unlike last week, Them.
Them.
Not they. About a black family that moves to Compton, California in the 1950s when it was still very white. And how did you put it? Bad things.
Bad things
Bad things happen.
You're
ensue.
going to have to let us know, because I haven't started that yet, but it's pretty controversial. People have some problems, and then other people are really loving it. So
I had some big problems of just whether or not I liked it in the beginning, but I'm in episode, I think I watched 6 and 7 last night, and it's starting to get pretty good.
I mean,
so
you're seeing it
we'll
through
see.
to the end.
We'll see.
You're
Yeah.
seeing it through to the end.
I'm gonna, even if I have to hate watch it, I'm gonna finish it. So.
I feel that.
Very good.
And then also in 2019, way back in 2019, for Christmas, Sandra, you gave me a book
I did give you
as
a
a
book.
present.
Scott and I gave
It's
you.
called Recursion
Yes, indeed.
by Blake Crouch.
By Blake Crouch, amazing author.
And I started that 2 nights ago, and I am loving it so far. It's very cool. It's very it reminded me actually of your spooky slumber party episode that came out today with that whole glitch in the Matrix kind of thing going on.
Glitches.
So, yeah.
Kelly in the chat. Glitches in the Matrix. Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah. Oh, fun.
yeah, liking it a lot.
Wow. All right.
What about you?
Cool. First of all, we should say hi to Kelly. She's there.
Yeah.
So, did we say hi to her before? I don't think she was quite.
I don't think she was there
right
yet.
there.
So.
Hi,
Welcome,
Kelly.
My spooky slumber bestie.
Yes. I've been watching the frickin' Mars rover, man. I'm still addicted.
You know what? Thank God you are, because you know what? I just thought about him the other day, and I was like, fuck. And I went on and I was like, hey, buddy.
I mean, little Percy up there all by himself.
Yeah, everybody was like
know,
super
but-
into him, and then everybody kind of fell off the bandwagon except
Not
for
me.
you.
I'm the one guy still watching every night. Like, what did Percy do today?
What did
What rock did he photograph today and send back? So, but they dropped the helicopter, which is called Ingenuity.
Yeah. This is cool.
So it's flown 2 times now.
Yeah.
So man has officially flown a motorized vehicle on another planet. I don't care who you are. That's fucking awesome. We
very
have
cool.
flown a motorized vehicle on another planet. I think that is
humans
amazing.
Have, not
So
man. right?
humans. I'm sorry. Man, womankind, humankind has flown, and actually
Earthlings.
And I'm going to tell you, a young lady was in charge of the whole helicopter division. So a young lady
Yeah.
did it.
So cool.
So and I should have her name. And I'm kind of disappointed in myself for not. But anyway,
Well, I'm sure she's watching.
Check out that Mars stuff. It is so fascinating.
It's so cool, but I felt bad because I hadn't checked on it in a while. I was like, hey, little guy.
I'm like the one guy liking it,
Yeah.
every day.
Just like spam liking it.
Anyway, I think that's great. Let's see. Also, I watched. Have you guys heard about Barbara Crampton's new film called Jacob's Wife?
I've seen her promoting it on social media.
Okay,
I'm intrigued.
I watched it, so it's really good.
Is it funny?
It's funny. It's got the horror element. It's just really well done. But for Barbara, it's a fantastic role.
Oh, good.
So if you guys, anyone's a Barbara Crampton fan, honestly, it's probably one of my favorite roles of hers since something in the 80s. I mean, it's
Wow.
Wow.
because she gets to be funny, and she gets to be sexy, and she gets to be just apathetic. I mean, it's like everything that a nuanced performance, you know what I mean, can be. So
Wow.
I really do recommend it. It's like I think it's like $7 to rent, $6.99. It will come to Shudder. I think later this year, they're saying. I didn't want to wait because I was really intrigued by the film.
Yeah. Well,
But-
why wait if you want to see it now? See it now.
I want to support her. I think she is a producer, but I wanted to support the film, so I bought it. It was like $9.99. Like, big
Yeah,
deal.
that's cool. She's a producer
So-
on it, but she produces a lot of stuff these days.
She
But
does.
yeah, that's
But-
so cool. Well, good. We will have to watch it.
Yeah, it was. I really enjoyed it. So I think people around us right now probably would like it too. It's a fun time. It's definitely a fun film. Other than that, Tommy Lovett, who is one of our subscribers and fans, I just wanted to point out real quick that they have a YouTube channel, where they cover odds and ends on horror and all kinds of stuff. So if you guys want to check out Tommy, I promised her that I would give her a little shout out because she's been really vocal about our channel, and we'd love to pay it forward as much as we can. And she wants us to talk about Furbies, which I guess we're gonna.
I mean, I want
Learn about them?
I
need
want
to learn about them?
about Furbies. I want to because I was telling these guys, like I always wanted a Furby, and I never got a Furby. So I would really appreciate if someone sent me a Furby.
Did that hurt your childhood? I mean, were you scarred at all?
I mean, I think I am. Like, I'm just now realizing how deep the wound goes.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying, like, somebody give me a Furby. And I know people make, like, hella cool custom Furbies now. Like,
Wow.
I just want a Furby. Even though I have a menagerie of real animals in my house, I want a Furby.
Okay, send Sandra a Furby, please.
A good one.
Interesting.
Send me a good
So it was like
one.
Teddy Ruxpin, like the precursor to.
Yeah. They
So I
talk.
remember wanting one of those really bad as a kid.
A Furby? I don't know.
It's cute. I
mean,
think
what
they're cute.
do they? What are they though? Are they balls? Are they?
They're like little
they have eyes
make-believe
and ears?
animals.
They have-
yeah.
yes.
Yeah. They're like little round, like grim, like mogwai kind of
And like
looking.
they learn how to talk, and a
And-
lot of
right.
people, felt that their Furbies, especially Furbies are back again. But when Furbies first came out, people were like, "Oh my god, my Furby! It talks and it moves when it's not supposed to," and people get all freaked out about their Furbies having a life of their own. And I never got to experience that. Send me a haunted Furby. Like, if you've got one that is really should not be popping off, that's the Furby I want.
Okay.
You want like the Chucky of Furby.
Yeah.
She wants
of the
the
Furbyverse.
what's the doll from the Conjuring?
Annabelle.
Annabelle. She wants the Annabelle Furby. Yeah.
Well, she's a little more my speed.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Cool. Furbies. We'll have to look
Furbies.
into those a little bit more, figure it out. And then kind of on a little more of a serious note, in my ongoing battle with CDP, otherwise known as Celine Dion phobia,
Funny.
one of our one of our Twitter followers named Silverjet sent this wonderful picture to us. And this picture kind of, look, check your pictures out now, sorry.
Oh my God, he's been letting us not look at these.
So,
oh, Jesus.
This picture came across.
What the fuck?
So
Yes!
this is what my nightmares are made of. Because it's a giant hamburger.
So this is Katy Perry. I think this was at...
Oh, is that who that is?
I think this was at, might have been the Met Gala a few years ago, and she had a whole bunch of big, elaborate costume changes. You know, it's like what you do, like at the Met Gala. And at one point, she was obviously a burger. I hope a veggie burger. And Celine, so Celine's arm is like gripping it tightly, like
Yeah.
the fabric is
Oh my
pulling.
God! Yeah, I didn't even notice
But
that.
her
Look at
face,
Celine's face,
looks
though.
haunted.
Look at her face.
Her face looks haunted.
There's something wrong.
And
I'm telling
Katie
you.
doesn't really look like she wants her to be touching it. And then you got Celine's phone up here too, like she was trying to take a sneaky picture with it. I don't know. This is hilarious and wonderful, and I need more of this in my life.
No. What I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah, but also triggering if you have.
It's triggering
Let
if
me
you have
know, right?
CDP. For those who
Suffer.
suffer from CDP, you don't want this. So anyway, thank you, Silverjet, for sending that. That was very kind of you.
Keep them coming.
You're great. Keep sending your haunting Celine Dion photos, please.
Please.
Yeah, and we can make this a weekly segment. Send Neil your pictures of Celine Dion.
Facts.
Send
I
them
love
to
it.
info@thecultshow.com or direct message Instagram. The Cult
Send 'em.
Show rocks. Yeah,
Yeah. On the old IG.
there you go. All right, we'll get a cease and desist from Canada. The whole country will just send us
She's
a-
got to catch us first.
She's got to find us in the basement. Good luck, Celine.
Come on down, Celine.
All right. That's all I got, guys. No subscribers that were willing to admit it publicly. So they're all private this week.
That
It was
tracks.
probably Celine Dion, like looking for dirt.
She just likes all of our episodes. She watches them and likes
She
them.
falls into all her pseudonyms.
Fucking Cult Show. Yeah.
You Cult Show people make me sick. My heart will go on.
I don't think she's allowed to talk. I think she's only allowed to sing. So I think that's like she's silent the rest of the time.
I think she's like Box. I think she's an android. I think she's freezing people in her cellar.
She's Box. Maybe she can explain Box to us from that movie, from Logan's Run. Be like, she's even wearing silver. Glittery silver. It's as if she's trying to send us a message at the Cold Show that she is Box.
That's right. Celine Dion made Logan's Run. Like she will be that. She's like the HAL 9000. She's gonna be that robot being left. She's gonna take her mind and put it into the Ghost in the Machine or whatever you want to call it.
Box.
Ruin the world.
She is Box.
She's Box. Run.
Quick.
Go to Mars.
Run.
What are we doing today?
I told you.
Oh, sorry.
We're
Take us there.
Take us there.
Quick.
Okay, Dragonslayer. So this week I did something I never do, and I have all my notes on my phone. So you guys get to see my phone, which is actually really cute. Like if you look at it, see, it's pink and it has sparkles, but it has death. And he's at Disneyland, so he's got his little ears on, and he's got a Baymax and a Dole Whip. And he's just having a day. Death never gets to just have a day. And I love this sticker so much. It's from Grime and Glitter. But anyway, this is on brand for me.
He's collecting all the souls of the parents who can't believe how much it costs to get in there and spend
Take them.
the money.
Take their souls, Death.
The dads who jump off the Matterhorn committing suicide.
Now I want a Dole Whip.
Jesus. Okay, Dragonslayer. 1981. This is directed by Matthew Robbins. Matthew Robbins and Hal Barwood wrote this film. This is the story of Galen, a young wizard apprentice who goes on a quest to kill a dragon. The dragon has a deal with the corrupt king where it gets to eat a young lady on the solstice days and in turn leaves the kingdom alone and lets them thrive. So that's the bare bones of our story here. A Disney film.
And a Paramount film.
Paramount and
Yeah.
Disney collab,
Collab.
A marriage.
which they
When
did
two become
1 year
one.
earlier with Popeye.
Oh, great. I love Popeye so much.
I don't think I ever realized that was Disney was involved in that.
I read it today. So.
Wow.
It must be true.
Coming on the next Cult Show, Popeye.
No, please, God, no. I will be absent that day.
I am what I am, what I am, what I am, and what am I? I'm Popeye. Whoa, dude,
This ends now.
Wow.
This ends now.
you all saw it.
I
You all
know.
saw it.
This is
For-
a
She
this
pulled
is
a knife
piece
on
of
me.
plastic
For our
cutlery.
pod people, Sandra's pulling plastic cutlery on Neil.
I was using it to stir my drink together.
Yeah. Stir and stab.
Yeah.
Stir and stab.
Stir and stab.
That's gonna leave a really hideous infection on my arm.
I love it.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think you should go first because
Okay.
you were the one that's like, do I still like this movie?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
Okay, so the background. I had not seen this film since the mid '80s. I remember watching it on HBO a lot. That's when I saw it. Didn't see it in theaters, saw it on HBO, and I remember being pretty mesmerized by it because of the dragon, because there was actually some little bit of gore in there. You know, there's some stuff in there that you wouldn't normally expect. And then I was years and years go by, you grow up, you change, whatever happens to you. You get into horror, kind of thing. But
You see the light.
for some reason, this movie popped into my head a couple weeks ago, and then we were talking about it last week, and I was like, you know what? Boom. Let's go for it. Let's do a Dragonslayer, what happens, and how we feel about it. So, having watched it again for the first time in 3.5 decades, I can still say that I pretty much liked it. So,
Wow, what a ringing endorsement.
yes, like you
I
guys
pretty much
liked it. My problem with fantasy a lot of times is that I get bored in it. Like I've never seen a Lord of the Rings film.
We know.
I haven't seen.
You bring it up.
I do.
Often.
Yes. Whatever fantasy you guys can think of, chances are I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
If it's more recent.
Willow.
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 I've seen Willow, but kind of Willow. Lady Hawk.
I just like these sounds
So-
you're making. What about Dragonheart? Have you seen Dragonheart?
I saw that. 'Cause that came out in the '90s, right?
Yes, it
yeah.
did,
I
yes.
think I saw it at the airport
I believe so.
when we
yeah.
opened. I think maybe.
Yeah.
Anyway, Dennis Quaid. I mean, the meaty Dennis Quaid. So of course I've seen Dragon.
I know.
Meaty.
Well, there's like a holy trinity of
Yeah.
Costner,
Quaid.
and Russell.
I don't really.
And then I feel like
mm.
Quaid might be in he's like a demigod.
Yeah, Quaid is not really invited into my pantheon. No offense, bro.
Really?
But I don't need Dennis Quaid in my pantheon.
I wouldn't. I
No,
wouldn't.
I'm good without
Russell.
that.
Who's the Russell?
Kurt Russell.
fool.
Kurt Russell. Okay.
Don't you remember our Trinity,
Our
our holy Trinity?
Jesus.
Trinity?
So Kurt-
Trinity? Trinity?
Kurt Russell. then
Costner.
Costner.
and Cage.
Oh, and Cage.
What did I
okay.
say?
You said Quaid,
Oh, sorry.
and Quaid's he's not anywhere in this. Dennis Quaid is sitting outside. He's not invited into.
It's debatable.
He's not invited into
Yeah, I don't know
our
about
pantheon.
that. I don't know. I don't know about that. The guy can sit.
You
in
guys
his-
can
in
worship
his jeans
him.
playing his saxophone in Dreamscape. I think that's pretty.
I'm not saying I don't like him. I'm
Pretty
just
okay.
saying you know what? You guys enjoy Dennis Quaid. You guys just have him. I give him to you as a gift. Anyway,
You're just scarred because women are throwing their underwear at him in that concert.
it was really scarring. Let's be talking about that. Daddy! Ah! They were losing their goddamn minds.
Yes.
Okay, so you pretty much liked
Okay,
it.
I enjoyed it. It was fun to go back and revisit something I had not seen in so long.
Sure.
I remembered many parts of it. I find this film. I think it's a beautiful film. Beautiful in the filmmaking aspect. The fact that it was like real locations when they were outside in certain areas, and I think it was it Ireland? They were Ireland or Scotland? I
like-
can't remember now exactly.
Scotland.
Scotland. Okay.
The Isle of Skye, I believe.
And then they had cool, thank you. And then they had the awesome sets. So I'm saying this harkens back to a time of movie making that I really love and miss. You know, not the CG stuff, but they had real sound stages and real sets built up with fire and smoke and water and all these cool things that I love about movies back in the day.
Yeah.
And so for me, it's a beautiful film in that regard. That it's just like it's filmmaking that I miss. We don't see anymore, basically,
Yeah.
because everything is all green screen now.
And they build a 30-foot dragon too.
Exactly.
Including us at the Cult Show. We're green screen. It's all green screen.
Yep, we're just an algorithm Scott typing in the computer right now. So
Yeah.
glitch.
Glitch.
What about? I want to hear what you guys think, because everyone, after Sandra and Scott watched the movie, I got some pretty crazy texts from them. So I want to hear what they're thinking about this. So.
Well, there's like a whole bunch of Christianity in this film, and it was unexpected. And so Scott and I were sending them harassing text messages like, "What is this like biblical movie you're having us watch?" And I feel like I should go. Should I go last or should I go? Shall I go now?
It sounds like you should go last, because I still like the movie. I mean, I saw it
You
in
love
theaters
it.
when it came out. I believe Coddingtown Cinemas, believe it or not. I probably watch this movie like once every 5 years.
Damn.
And I love it. I mean, for all the reasons that Neil said, it just makes me happy to watch it. So,
Yeah.
So my take is not going to be obviously what yours is going to be, Sandra.
There was stuff I liked about this movie, for sure. There was stuff I liked about this movie. But for the most part, this movie was just kind of meh for me.
Just meh.
It was just kind of there. And I didn't hate anything about it. But like I said, there was some stuff I really liked. But it was just kind of there. It was just kind of there. Wasn't offended. Wasn't angry.
Well, that's good.
So it didn't.
That's good.
But it didn't affect her at all in either direction.
I mean, there was stuff I
Basically.
liked. I mean, it's just, yeah. I mean,
Okay, what was the Christianity stuff? Because granted, I'm not the first person who knows everything about the Bible. I admit that.
well, okay, so
point out to me, because I didn't catch
Okay.
any of the Christianity
So,
stuff.
producer Scott was just on fire when we were watching this. He was being so goddamn funny.
So Scott texted me.
Yeah.
So Scott's text to me was literally, "What the holy fuck did I just watch?"
Yeah. He
And
said,
Sandra was like, "Bro, why are you trying to make me watch Christian propaganda type stuff, bro? What's your problem?"
and then he was like,
Yeah.
I'm like, "What are you guys talking
I know.
about?"
Well, and then Sandra texted me
yeah.
and
was
saying
like,
on
"What's this
Friday, let's push the Christian
Religious agenda, yeah.
Okay.
And I was like, huh? Okay, so like I said, I've watched this movie like once every 5 years, and I never really noticed that it's like this fake place that doesn't exist, but
Yeah.
there's a whole Christian element to not a Christian element, but there's a priest, and they talk about the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit,
Yeah.
and they're baptizing people,
Yeah.
which just like to me, growing up in a Christian household, just was like, doesn't everybody
Like,
do
isn't
that?
that how that works?
But it's like it's the Dark Ages, we'll call it. I mean, it's back then
But
all you
it's the
have
Dark
is
Ages with a dragon.
Yeah. They're
Like
it's a
the-
pretty funny blend of
Yeah.
fact and fiction.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
It's just, to me, it was always like there always was religion back, or some kind of deity, some kind of people doing, BS, whatever back then. Because other than that, you were just pretty much suffering the Black Plague and,
Yeah.
sucking on the death is teat. I mean, it was like all there was. So,
No, and it's kind of in the movie, I don't want to say poking fun, that's not quite the right word, at the Christian themes, but like it's almost as like we're at this nexus and people are kind of turning away from dragons and magic and stuff, and they're getting more into like God
Right.
is kind of the idea. Producer Scott said, are they going to pray the dragon away?
pray the
And-
dragon away.
and-
Pray the dragon away.
And did Jesus make the dragons go away? Like, that's more, I think, of a philosophical question. Was it Jesus that made the dragons go away? And like, because there's the part where, of course, the wonderful Emperor Palpatine, he's in there and he's like, this is the devil. And he's like fire and brimstone. And the dragon's like, peace. And it's very funny. So it's like, again, it's not like quick poking fun at, but it's, obviously like the religious people think like, we did it, we made the dragon go away, when really they had nothing to do with it. But
Yeah.
Huh.
I know. That's interesting because I feel like that, like the whole religious aspect of it is just a very small, tiny part.
Well, it's not
to,
something
to
I'm
the
used
movie.
to seeing in a fantasy film, or reading in a fantasy book.
Yeah, and
So
it's
it was-
interesting to
yeah.
combine that whole fantasy and
Yeah. So for
Christianity
us,
thing, though.
like for producer Scott and I, we were like,
Right.
oh, that's like, was not expecting the movie
Yeah.
to go there.
yeah, no, and you know, for me, it's like, yeah, I was like 2 days ago old when I realized that there's this small
Yeah.
Christian part to this movie.
But is it
so.
an agenda of the film, or
No,
is it
no,
just
No,
a
no,
piece
no,
of-
no.
no,
That's
no,
what I'm
no.
saying.
No,
Like that's
no, not
that's
at
what I'm
all.
saying. Is it's almost more like they're like just letting them kind of have their way, their ignorance, thinking that they made the dragon go away when in fact they didn't. But it was more for comedic effect for us to text you guys and be like, what is this
Okay.
religious propaganda movie? Why did Jesus make dragons go away? Because everybody likes dragons. Don't you still want dragons?
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. I don't know. Okay.
Yep.
Well, that's good to know because I was kind of worried. Like I was like going back thinking like, okay, so she's talking about Ehrlich. He's born revitalized. What do you call it? Reborn through the fire. He's
Yeah.
walking on water. So there's a Jesus thing maybe that they're talking about.
I like where you're
And
going
I'm like,
with this.
but I don't know anything about the Bible, so I'm missing a lot probably.
Anytime I can make you think critically about a
Yes.
film, I'm just gonna do this from now on. I'm
now
just gonna
on.
like throw out these little like, oh my gosh, and then they were talking, you know, the communist blah blah blah, and stuff, throw things in there, and it's gonna be like, I gotta sound
Bro,
smart.
why
He's
are you-
like, I gotta sound smart, so I gotta make these connections.
I don't ever try to sound smart because that'll backfire like a you know what. But I'm just saying, she'd be like, bro, you know, why are you trying to push the communist agenda? And I'll be like, oh shit, I didn't. Marxism, I don't know. I just thought it was a fun movie.
It's not. No, I'm just
I know.
kidding.
I feel like we've been talking about this for 5 minutes now, which is like 4 minutes and 59 seconds
but-
longer than we should have.
Okay, so I want to know what Sandra. Okay, what do you think? So there was a part that you mentioned that I thought was kind of cool actually, when they actually mentioned the fact how magic and dragons were going away,
Yeah,
right? And the
I
whole
don't like that.
wizardry thing was dying, and it was, yeah, I guess that begatting religion or the rise of whatever, you know. Which
Oh
is,
yeah, and kind of like that. The king, he's been such a corrupt jerk, and then at the end of the movie, he's like, "It was me. I killed the dragon," and it's just like everybody else taking credit for what Galen and Valerian
Right.
did.
What's the king's name? It was like a crazy like Cassidorus Rex.
Yeah, Rex
Cassid-
is in there.
Yeah, Cassidorus Rex.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was kind of funny. Like, whoa,
Yeah, but it's quite the name.
that is.
Cragganmore. That's the place where they are at the beginning, Cragganmore. I have in my notes here, Cragganmore sounds like a place to put grumpy cats.
Okay.
So I like that.
More.
I also, I remember this note. It says, I do want a snake hat.
Oh yes, like
Okay,
that.
so my note on that
Yeah, it's
is
got a
like
snake hat.
best sorcerer's hat ever.
Yeah, that's a sick hat. That's a sick hat. And I love snakes. I want a snake hat.
So Ulrich, the wizard,
Right.
Yeah,
had the cool hat.
Yes.
super cool
So
hat.
Peter McNichol was his apprentice.
His apprentice.
Apprentice,
He was-
Basically,
he was
right?
the sorcerer's apprentice.
Sorcerer's apprentice, right? The understudy, if you
Yeah.
will.
I
but-
said, Galen, this Samwise Gamgee looking motherfucker. He's got the little blonde curls.
See, I thought he was very like William Cat. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
William Cat has more volume. William Cat has more volume and more texture.
no, I'm okay. Let's say
It's a fine hair.
a generic version
Oh,
of. I don't want to be mean about it because he can't help it. It's not his fault. But
Yeah.
you know,
It is
I
like-
feel like that sort of permed look, and I'm not permed. My hair is natural.
His is real.
This is how I wake up in the morning. No, yeah, no. I feel like that's just like a look that they did in the '80s, where you had like this curly hair and.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
just,
So-
but it's just funny because it's another fantasy movie, and yeah, again, I'm like getting Samwise Gamgee vibes from you. Yeah,
Okay.
he's pretty lame, Galen. He's pretty lame.
You don't like him?
He's
Okay.
he's so bland. He's just very bland.
Is that the point though? Because he's the one that has to go on this trek and the adventure.
Yeah, but I don't
and
think
do
he
it.
got unbland.
No, I
think
guess
stayed.
no. You're right. He didn't become.
Yeah, I know his arc
yeah.
is pretty like,
Yeah.
it's pretty flat, and
That's
that's
true.
fine,
Hungry
you know,
Boy
because
did a video,
he doesn't really, you
yeah.
know, he's like kind of gregarious and like, oh, I can do this, you know, I'm the sorcerer now, you know, and obviously by the end he's not, but
Hungry Boy did a video about this movie, and he had really hilarious things to say about Galen, about like just how like white and bland like he is, and it's so true. I just imagining like if you licked Galen, it would just be like licking flour. It would just be like it would just be powdery and dry.
oh my God.
He's boring. In a movie with interesting characters, he doesn't quite measure up. He's not the worst thing ever, but he's just drippy.
Drippy.
I you know, I think he's fine.
As a
Fine is not a good thing.
as
He's
a
fine.
10-year-old child, I didn't. You know what I mean? I was kind of like more
No,
concentrating
yeah.
on.
He got the spear and the.
Well, he got the spear, but the dragon stuff, and then Valeria.
Valerian.
Valeria.
Valerian.
Valerian. That's what, Valerian. Dang.
Valerian.
Valerian. Yeah. Okay. The actress Caitlin Clark. Valerian.
Yes.
There's obviously this. She starts out as she's a man, and then eventually you find out through a underwater sequence that she's a female. Basically.
Yeah, super awkward, super awkward underwater side boob moment.
Yes.
But
How is that with you? How does that sit with the
I mean,
the enlightened?
it was fine. It was just like it was just an awkward shot. It was just like, oh, okay, because I don't know. I just
Did you know
I
going
felt-
into it that she was female, or did you go, oh, she? Okay, you caught it right away. Okay.
Yeah, I knew. I do like that character. I wish that more of the story had been about Valerian. I think she's more interesting for sure. She's, that's kind of a thing you see in other stories, Shakespeare fantasy, where there's like the girl pretending to be a guy, and
Yeah.
this is like a ruse
Right.
she's kept up her whole life so that she didn't get entered into the lottery.
Yeah.
She's just the more interesting character for sure.
Yeah.
Than Galen.
My only problem with her, like watching it now, like
Yeah.
I never even thought about it until 2 days ago, but when she leads the group to come ask for help,
Yeah.
come kill this dragon for us.
When they go to Kragenmoor,
Like everyone, she's in charge.
Yeah.
Everyone asks her, like, all right, now what do we do?
right?
And then as soon as they think the dragon is dead, and then she, starts living as a woman.
Yeah.
And then suddenly she becomes this like totally weak, like, what do I don't know what to do. And you're like, wait, you've spent your entire life, like
Yeah.
that didn't sit very well with me. Like now,
yeah.
I thought that was kind of lame. Like, I mean,
lame.
you've been fine your entire life. People have asked you your opinion, and now all of a sudden you
Right.
don't know what to do.
It's
That
true.
doesn't make a lot
I
of
wish
sense.
that she would have held on to that confidence and that leadership because obvious. It's like instead once she's outed as female, it's like she's just like goes right into that what they want her to be kind of.
She's not really outed though, because he
Right.
keeps her secret.
Right.
Well, he
she
doesn't
outs
say
herself,
anything,
but,
but she outs herself.
But it's just,
later in the
I
film.
can see that. And I think that if the movie had been more about her as a main character, I think a lot of that stuff could have been explored a lot more. And it would have been an interesting dynamic to the film. But that's how I feel about that.
Okay.
Hodge, I see here, Hodge is the best character. I stand by that. Hodge is the old knight, and he dies.
So it's funny that Ehrlich decides that he can't walk. He can't make.
He's got to travel by bottle.
He can't make it.
Yeah.
But poor Hodge.
I know, poor Hodge.
He's gonna make this trip with a big old pack on his back, and
Yeah, I know. It's kind of like
he's just like, all right,
that's
down.
Hodge. That's vintage Hodge for you. That's hella Hodge right there.
Yeah.
He's that. Love him. Love him.
I wonder what Hodge, like, what he's seen in his life,
Oh, he's seen it all, man.
what he did
Nothing
earlier.
shocks Hodge.
Like, he was cruising on the boulevard, you know, back when he was younger.
In a
In
wagon.
Yeah, in a wagon. In a souped up
Souped up wagon.
souped up wooden wagon.
With a
Cruising with that Mustang.
8 mule team.
Hodge has seen some things, man.
Hodge is, let's to Hodge, everybody.
To Hodge.
To
yes.
Hodge.
To Hodge.
I'm gonna pour one on the ground for Hodge.
He's just like an adorable little man. I just love that.
Yeah.
What do I have here? Oh, the stupid rich people getting their kids out of the lottery. That's actually, I think, a really interesting part of the movie is the lottery.
Yeah.
In general. And I really liked the princess, of course, because she fixes it so that it's only her name in there. And that was another one where it's like, oh, I could have used so much more of this princess character and kind of her turning the tides. And she did get some. But again, it's just like everybody next to Galen. And you're like, but I want it to be about this character. And they were like, no. And I'm like, how about this character? No. How about Hodge? No. And it's, yeah, because I like that she does that. And then she dies so unceremoniously.
But that's what I liked about the movie, though.
Well, she gets her foot.
I know, you weren't like expecting it, really. Because so there's a lottery, for those who haven't seen the film, there's a lottery.
Yes.
Because there's a dragon. There's a, go figure, Dragonslayer, there's a dragon in the movie.
Yep.
And the dragon requires, twice a year requires a virgin sacrifice. And so they have a lottery to sacrifice the female virgins to the dragon. And the princess is like, what the hell? I've never, I'm part of it. Every time I do
my
it.
name's in
and
there,
she finds out she actually wasn't. So she's like, screw this, and she fixes it so she gets picked the next time.
Because it's been unfair that she's, And I appreciate that a lot about her. And it's like, female solidarity, doing it for the sisters. I love that.
But she's like a solid, like a good stand-up morals character.
And she
gets eaten.
It's like
by the little dragon.
By baby dragons.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's like she's so cool, and it's like, oh, I would have loved it if everybody, cheered her on and they were like, force the king to like, turn over the throne to her because she's like the leader they all want. No.
That's one part I remember loving about this movie as a kid, was the fact that the young princess gets eaten. And it's not like, it's fairly graphic for a PG film.
It's hilariously graphic.
Why does it have to be a woman though? I mean, that's my next question is, does the dragon really?
Because they're expendable back
really
then.
fucking care? Like,
no, the dragon doesn't care. Dragon just wants to eat and feed her babies. Speaking of which, I mean, really, the star of the film is the dragon.
Yes.
Oh,
First of all, the
absolutely.
dragon is sickening. It's a wonderful practical effect. It's a beautiful dragon.
It is.
Secondly, dragons are awesome, and she kicks ass, and she's just trying to like live her life and like feed her babies. I called them her little foot chewers. And it's like, you come into her house and you kill her children. This is ridiculous.
I know. What do you think is going to happen?
Yeah.
I think she should have just blown them all away with her fire. And the fact that like she had to deal with them shows that she can be reasoned with.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't like it. I don't like killing dragons. Okay. I take a stand right here and now. Don't kill dragons. Dragons are freaking awesome.
This is why I know Sandra didn't like the movie. And I fully expected this part.
Because I want the monster to live.
I know, and this is what it comes down to. I fully expected the killing the baby, because the one scene where he's like whacking the baby in the head with a torch and he bludgeons it to death.
It's
I'm
fucking
like,
awful.
Sandra's not gonna like this part.
Well, and it's the most adorable little puppet
And
baby.
he was like, rope.
Yes, it's so cute, and it's like they're just hungry, and they only get to eat like twice a year. Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of us horror fans, we love the creature, right?
Yes.
And it is kind of hard to see the creature done dirty.
When they play the dragon as the bad guy, and the antagonist of the film, when in fact it's just living its own life, and it's a beautifully crafted,
rendered dragon.
Yeah, crafted.
Dragon. ILM.
Phil Tippett.
Go Motion. Like one of the early versions of Go Motion, which was like a step up from stop motion. And,
Yeah, so Phil Tippett, who did that, which everyone knows him from his Star Wars films, which he won an Academy Award for Return of the Jedi.
Return of the Living Jedi.
I almost said Return of the Living Dead.
I heard it, yeah.
Return of the Jedi. And then Jurassic Park later on. But yeah.
Empire Strikes Chud.
Yep. Empire Strikes Chud. I love it. I want to see that movie.
Speaking of Star Wars, and I had mentioned earlier that Ian McDiarmid, who plays Emperor Palpatine, is in this. And
Who does he play?
He plays the
priest?
priest who's
brother Jacobus.
who's like ranting.
Shitty ass priest.
Oh, he's like ranting and raving and how the dragon's the devil, like I mentioned earlier. And the dragon kills him. And I said, ha, dragon doesn't want to listen to silly sermons. That's when I still had hope that the dragon was going to make it out. So Ulrich comes back. This is like, I'm almost out of notes here.
Ulrich gets killed, by the way,
Yes.
by the mean knight, whatever he is.
I was calling him the Sheriff of Nottingham.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Like, they don't... I mean, I guess he would be the equivalent of a knight, but they don't go the whole, shining armor
No.
Yeah,
route.
he's super invested in the dragon
Himself.
staying. Well, in the dragon staying and getting their sacrifices so that they keep the land happy and that the kingdom has like order and control. But he's got, I don't know, he just has Sheriff of Nottingham energy.
Kind of,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Nothing is shiny in this film. Everything's
No, everything's
really dingy.
yeah,
and
dark
Yeah.
and
dark and dirty.
smoky and smelly and
Yeah.
yeah.
But anyway, so producer Scott, another note. So when when Ulrich comes back, because it was like, remember when the water's on fire and Hodge told us and all that stuff. Producer Scott. So that was the plan. Turn the sorcerer into a pipe bomb. Yes,
I mean,
that was the
if
plan.
it works,
That was the plan.
Yeah. But he comes back in a super duper awesome set. That's one thing when he walks into
Yep.
it, and it's super cool because it's like the dragon's lair. He walks into, and it's full of water and rocks and fire and
coming out of the water.
all the water.
and
Yeah, it's super cool. I mean, just old school, awesome.
It was
set
it was
design.
very like
Yeah.
Disney Imagineer.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, he comes back out of the fire basically, right? I
Yeah.
mean, the whole thing. Ulrich is back and says, "It's my plan."
It was the plan the whole time. But yeah, I thought that was hilarious. He just was a pipe bomb. That was it.
That was it, pretty much. But
and because basically he thought he was too old to walk and
Made
boat
Hodge do it.
that journey.
yeah,
Hodge made it almost the entire way, except for then the sheriff shot him, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
for no reason, the sheriff was.
I
just
know,
like,
right? Like,
there's no reason
yeah,
behind
I'm
that.
just gonna shoot somewhere. Bring
Yeah.
me my bow.
Yeah.
Rude. Rude.
Man, those sheriffs of Nottingham, I tell you.
And poor Hodge is like, "There's an arrow in me."
It's awful. It's awful. It's not fair.
Poor guy. I liked him.
Me too. It's like my favorite.
I pictured him in like an old timey Western movie, like just wearing the long johns, with
Yeah, the
with
butt flap.
with the butt flap,
Would've been like
like
the-
holding a shotgun and
at
a jug,
his
of,
prospect.
of alcohol or
With like
whatever.
the
XXX.
Exactly. Yeah. It would have been like
what he
blowing off
reminds me of.
dynamite and like and talk like that.
There's gold in their
Right, yeah,
hills.
in my mind.
And he would probably have a donkey.
He'd definitely have a donkey.
Yeah.
Yes. That he would name frickin' Vermathrax. Vermithrax.
Vermithrax pejorative. That's it. We haven't said the dragon's name.
Oh yes, what is dragon's name?
Vermithrax.
Vermithrax pejorative.
Pejorative. Yeah. Where does that come from?
I have no idea, but you know what? Game of Thrones named a dragon Vermithrax
Oh,
because
did it
of
really?
this movie.
Oh, wow.
Not one of the main
Okay.
ones, but
And
One of
that
the,
ciliary dragon.
but it was an homage to this
Yeah.
dragon because this dragon is
This dragon kicked ass.
people like it,
It's dope.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some great there's some good cinematography. I gotta say honestly, like there's some good shots where the dragon's coming out of things and rising.
Oh yeah,
and,
yeah, yeah.
So the head was sculpted and puppeteered by Chris
Walas. Yes. We know from The Fly.
Your buddy.
My buddy.
From
my
The
buddy.
Fly.
We're like this.
Wallace? I'm still never going to get that.
I always called it Wallace until recently when I heard it was Wallace, but yeah, we're like this.
They're like, hello, good friends. Hello, good friends.
Texting all the time.
This?
But he did a great job on that dragon.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
I mean,
love
it
the
really is the
dragon.
best part of the movie.
Love the
Where's
dragon.
It's all about the dragon.
Dragon got robbed.
Got robbed. It did. Oh, poor dragon. Poor Vermathrax.
Pejorative.
So the poor dragon blows up because apparently freaking Ulrich eats some McDonald's and has some really bad gas. So,
Well, that's an option, I guess.
right.
Yeah.
That's not what happened?
I mean, I didn't see that in my cut that I watched on Amazon, but yeah.
I had the director's cut. So,
Oh.
yeah. He had a Big Mac.
You had the Ronald McDonald cut.
I did, the Ronald,
You know what that
yes.
reminds me of? This picture. Look at it. Look at it.
I'm impotent now. So now.
Now.
So there's an amulet that the Ulrich had, which Peter what's his face, McNichols carrying around the whole
Galen.
time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Galen, basically, yeah. And so the amulet basically is kind of like what he uses to help cast his spells, do his whatever, but it's Ulrich's. I don't know what it is necessarily, but it's connected to Ulrich somehow.
It's magic.
Basically, it's magic. There you go. So he smashes it because the dragon grabs Ulrich, and then Ulrich blows up, and then the dragon blows up. And there's like roast dragon left on the ground.
Oh my god, it's like freaking glory. It's McRib dragon.
It is McRib.
Everywhere.
That's where McDonald gets it.
I swear to God, people are like poking it with sticks. It was awful. It was just awful. And there was like innards and like.
Oh yeah,
everything.
there was some like intestine.
Intestine.
And it was like, wow, not only did you kill the awesome dragon, I mean, like, you obliterated the dragon.
I mean, it was pretty graphic, all the parts and the
Poor dragon.
That's why McRibs are a limited time only, because there's only so
Right.
many dragons.
There's only so many dragons left.
You can get your meat from.
You're eating like almost 1,000-year-old dragon McRib. Yeah.
Oh, that's probably why it tastes so good.
That's why
Yeah,
it's
I remember that.
It's been marinating.
The one,
patina.
the one question I always wonder, because I remember this when I was watching it again, I'm like, oh yeah, it falls into a crater full of water.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden they're walking around it and there's no more water. It's
It's
just the
because
dragon.
it's so hot.
All the water's
So
evaporated?
Yeah.
Okay.
Neil, science.
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 Neil,
Evaporation.
Jesus.
All right.
Yeah.
Why not?
And Galen and Valerian just kind of make their exit.
They do.
Happy those two kids ended up together. I mean, I don't really know who else
I mean,
Valerian
Galen.
was going to be with him. But
Yeah, no, exactly. I don't know. They fell in love quickly, and
very quick, very quick. But it was a long road, so they fell in love on the road.
I guess Valerian definitely wears the pants and the dress in that family. I mean,
She
she's-
does. I mean, Galen's basically useless.
Yeah.
I mean, like he is a defunct wizard.
I know he's got no
Yeah.
skills.
No.
Like I wonder
Yeah.
what he's gonna do in life.
And like, whereas Valerian,
Yeah.
I mean, is probably going to basically trust fund his life.
Yeah, she's gonna be
Yeah.
like get a job axe throwing and
Yeah.
competing in the
And like doing cool shit.
saber
Yeah,
throws.
probably be like a knight or something.
Probably,
and
yeah.
Galen's just gonna be like, ooh,
and he keeps talking about wait until my wizard's power kicks in.
He's like, don't worry, babe. I'm gonna get a job as soon as I'm a real
Just
wizard.
just waiting for my powers to kick in.
Just like,
Any day now.
yeah, I was gonna take out the trash, babe, but I'm just waiting for my wizard powers.
He's gonna get a freaking get a job at the old Waffle House, just earning minimum wage.
My God, they won't
Yeah,
even
yeah.
hire him. They're gonna be like, "So you were an apprentice wizard, but that didn't work out." And they're like, "Can you clean dishes? Can you mop?" And he's like, "No."
No, but I can blow up dragons pretty good.
I did that. You ever had the McRib? I'm the McRib guy. Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna be like,
I bet he makes a living just going to conventions signing. Signing drawings of himself, going like, I killed the dragon.
"Kill the dragon at one
I
time."
bludgeoned the baby dragon to death. That's me.
That was me.
That's me. I let the princess get killed though,
Yeah.
and the king didn't put me to death for it. I got lucky on that one. So
Sometimes you win.
So I love Galen's plan when the king takes his amulet, his necklace, and his whole plan is to break into the castle and search the entire castle looking for it.
Again, another solid plan from Galen.
I'm going to go floor by floor, room by room,
Yes.
looking for this
Jeez.
necklace.
every little bedstand, freaking outhouse, doghouse, chicken house.
Valerian would have had that thing. I mean, she just, if like this was in Valerian's hands, I don't even know why she went and got him. She probably could have just handled this. Looking back on it, but you know.
All right, I want to hear what Scott thinks about this. Scott, are you able to hop on a mic or no? Can you do it?
Oh, I know what Scott's gonna.
I want to hear.
mention.
I want to hear from Scott.
Scott, tell us about your favorite character, the blacksmith.
Scott, everyone.
Hello.
Wow.
Okay. I kind of am with Sandra on this film.
It was just meh.
It was meh. I don't think it aged well. I think the effects were fantastic. I think the script was kind of slow.
Yeah.
Honestly, the thing that
Okay.
I felt was the most lacking in this film that would have made it 10 times better was a John Williams score. There's like whole, like, it feels like 5-minute interludes of not great scoring in the background that would have been like a lot better if there's more drama attached to it.
Yeah.
And as far as the blacksmith, what a crappy blacksmith. Like, he's just like tapping things.
Yeah, he does a lot of tap work.
It's like,
It
I mean,
did-
he
it
must have
didn't-
been working on that same horseshoe since he was 12 years old.
The king doesn't let him do a whole lot.
It had the magic fire to it. You didn't need to hit it that hard. I mean, you saw the sparks coming off that bad boy.
Oh, sure. That was
That
so
was
funny.
like that was the strongest metal known to man, or whatever that,
Yeah.
that spear was he made.
Right? It shaved a horseshoe.
It did. It shaved the horseshoe.
It did. It shaved it.
It did it. All right. So
That one you've been working on for 40 years or whatever.
so Scott, Hungry Boy is saying Scott is wrong. But, so I don't know. I think I saw in the chat earlier that they were talking about John Barry. Did John Barry score the film?
I don't know.
I'm not sure, but if it is true, John Barry is a wonderful composer because he's done some great music for sure. If it was him,
I have
but-
to say the music was
Just
kind
meh
of
for you
meh
too?
for me. Yeah, it was kind of
I'm
forgettable.
showing
afraid.
music by Alex North.
Okay, so John Barry must have been a different discussion they were talking about, possibly.
He was busy
But-
that day. He couldn't come work on this film.
Okay, well,
Yep. Yeah, I just was one of
I bet this is one of those films again that really speaks to people who watched it at the time. You know, back
Maybe.
in the 80s.
It didn't really speak to you though.
No, as a kid, I loved it though. That's the thing. I remember really loving it. I'd watch it over and over, and then
Yeah.
now, it's just my tastes are different. But I did really like it for the parts I remembered. I love the dragon. I love the princess being eaten. I felt bad for the dragon at the same time, which is probably why, like you, as much as I hate to say it, why I didn't like part of the movie was I felt bad for the baby dragon puppets.
Yeah, they were
Don't
freaking cute.
beat a puppet over the head.
What the
are you
fuck's wrong
thinking,
with
Peter
you?
McNichol?
What's
You know,
wrong with you?
leave the puppets alone.
Puppets are precious.
Puppets are people
You
too.
know what? If they had known how far away we were going to get from puppets, they would never have done that to that puppet.
They wouldn't.
No, because they would have been like, oh no, we killed the last puppet.
Don't do it. Leave the puppets alone. But yeah, and then yeah. I mean, again, the cinematography and the sets, I loved it. I just love a good classic set.
Yeah.
So, but
They
I'm glad I
built a
watched.
nice world.
They built
They did. So
worlds.
I am glad I watched it though, because it's been so long. It was fun to revisit it because I didn't remember a lot of the in between stuff. But
Wow.
anyway, thank you guys for humoring.
Yeah,
So-
I will watch that movie anytime you want. So
Okay.
I might
you
not.
just gave me an excuse.
She might not.
I might not.
She'll freaking
yeah.
watch Martyrs over and over, which is fine, but not.
I wouldn't say over and over, but
Okay, once a day. So
once a day is enough for anybody.
that's good enough. All right. And Dragonslayer. Yo.
One more thing.
Yeah.
I had a note here that I forgot.
Please.
So, Vermithrax pejorative. Don't quote me on this.
That's like a disease I had when I had to get a shot
roughly
for.
translates to the worm of Thrace, which makes things worse.
Oh.
Whoa. The worm of Thrace?
Right?
As in three?
No, Thrace. Thrace.
Which is 3?
Thrace?
In what language or what?
Is
I think that's Old
Latin?
English,
English?
yeah.
The worm of Thrace makes things
Worse.
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 Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
There you have it.
That's good. It's good to know.
I just like that name.
No, that's
the
cool.
dragon. Like,
All right.
It's great. Everything about the dragon is great.
Man, dragon lives matter. That's all I'm gonna say.
I want a dragon supercut.
Dragon supercut.
There you go.
Make it happen.
Make it happen. Okay.
All right. What's next?
More dragons.
Dragons? We got dragon trivia coming up?
Yes, we do.
All right.
All right.
All
what we know
right.
are dragons.
How's this gonna work?
So this is to find out how well you know your popular culture dragons. So, question number 1. What kind of dragon did Harry Potter have to face in the Triwizard Tournament?
I'm out.
Wait, say again?
What kind of dragon did Harry Potter have to face in the Triwizard Tournament? Was it?
Oh, thank God it's multiple choice.
Yes.
Okay.
The Swedish short snout, the Norwegian ridgeback, the Hungarian horntail, I can't talk tonight,
Yeah.
or the Chinese fireball.
Now, I think all of these were the dragons that everybody had to fight, if I'm remembering correctly, all the other tributes, if you will. I want to say it was the ridgeback.
The Norwegian ridgeback. It was the Hungarian horntail.
Fuck.
That's the one I was gonna say.
Sandra.
Sure.
All right. Cut
I
off
think
the
the one you
toe.
picked was How
Well-
to Train Your Dragon.
No, those were all Harry Potter dragons. Okay, well, you know what? And I could use some goddamn support because this is a team quiz.
I don't know Harry Potter.
Me
It
either.
doesn't matter. Just say, hey, good job, Sandra. Nice try.
Good job, Sandra.
You know what? It's hollow now.
People say Harry
It's hollow
Potter,
now.
and Harry Potter.
Nice try.
Hollow now.
What?
Well, Neil will love this one too.
Okay.
Fill in the Smog quote from The Hobbit. I am fire. I am blood, death, hungry, or smog. Nice to meet you.
What's that got to do with dragons?
Listen to the question.
Smog?
Is Smog a dragon?
Yes.
Oh. I don't know.
Okay. Say it again.
Wow.
Say it again.
Yeah,
Say it
okay,
again.
Say
Wow.
Say the
okay.
question
Say it
again,
again.
please. Neil, pay attention.
Fill in this Smog quote.
it again. Okay.
I am fire. I am blood, death, hungry, or smog.
So
Nice to
Smog
meet
talks?
Yes.
Yes.
What does he say, Caleb?
Voiced by Benedict Cumberbatch in the
Cumberbatch,
movie.
Wow. He's a
I
sexy
am
dragon.
death. He doesn't say I'm smog. Nice to meet you. That's right out.
No,
He didn't
I
say that.
see. I'm leaning towards fire.
I like fire. We're gonna go with fire.
Fire.
It is death.
Ah.
I am
See,
smog.
but what I did there is I
good-
supported
good-
you.
Good
Yeah,
job, Sandra. Nice
I
try.
supported you.
You should have said I suffer from CDP.
Okay. In How to Train Your Dragon,
I've seen that one.
what species is toothless?
Oh, I think I
He
noticed.
is a
Night Fury.
Yes.
Fury. There you go.
That is correct.
Yay! And he's adorable.
That's a good movie.
Toothless.
That was a very good movie.
Toothless.
Are you
So
okay?
cute.
Are you mad at me? Did I do something wrong?
I'm always mad at you.
Okay.
I know. She's like Hulk. She's always mad at you.
If we're being honest, I'm always mad.
Okay,
at you.
just
I'm
checking.
Teasing.
All right.
I feel like we just need to focus on this right now.
Oh, okay.
I feel like we need to win.
That's why she won't look at me.
Okay, I'm just gonna stare intently at
Please.
you
No,
for
she's
the entire
focusing.
time we
She's
talk about the
focusing.
dragon quiz.
From now on,
Okay.
all
hold
day,
my hand
every
through
day.
my CDP.
I've been doing that. I've been doing that. The
Okay.
cold sweats, the shakes. I'm always there.
I had a bad dream. Sandra.
She was there.
Celine was coming to get me.
She was in the white dress.
Can we make that movie? Can we do a short?
And I'll be like, hang on, I'm on my way.
It's more like, talk to your goddamn wife. Leave me alone.
She's throwing me out because I keep talking about my CBD.
We'd be like the Celine Busters. We'd be like, we got one.
This implies that there are multiple Celines.
And then we jump into our car. The siren's like,
There's
near, far.
A universe where there's so many Celines out there to be caught. They're like Pokemon.
You gotta catch them all. Oh, fuck.
Oh man, Dan Aykroyd needs to write that movie.
Yeah,
No,
surprised
we
she
need to
hasn't.
write that movie. And then go out and film it. Oh, fuck.
Next.
All right. Which one of these dragons does not belong to Daenerys from Game of Thrones?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Viserion, Rhaegal, Drogon, or Balerion?
Valerian.
That was my guess.
That's not real.
That is correct.
Yeah.
I did not read through this entire thing. Where does Puff the Magic Dragon live?
Honolulu.
A magic sea.
On the land called, what'd you call it?
Homily.
A homily? Honolulu.
Puff the magic dragon.
Live by the sea. If I like me on a list and a lake called
Homily? Hominy?
Oh my god, we're gonna get in trouble
Humana.
for using that
I
song.
know we are. We have to pay some goddamn woman.
Some
And
Peter, Paul,
man-
and Mary.
I'm gonna Honolulu. I'm gonna.
Okay, well, what is the options?
It's by the sea is the answer.
Oh,
okay.
well, then
Oh,
we'll take
But you
it.
said it. You're
Yeah.
right.
All right.
We went above
Damn.
and beyond.
That makes up for one of the wrong answers
Yeah,
we
that's extra
got.
points.
Yeah.
Honolulu.
Homily? Homily? Hominy?
Puff the magic.
All right.
dragon.
What is the name of the dragon in the Neverending Story? I'm not giving you a multiple
Falcor.
choice.
Oh, very
That is correct.
Yeah.
good job.
And what kind of dragon is Falcor?
White.
He is a luck dragon.
Whoa. You read
Whoa.
from the book? You haven't seen the movie, right? You just know
I've
the
seen
book.
the movie. I've seen
Oh.
the movie.
Don't you hate the movie? Which one? No.
I hate the movie because I hate Sebastian. I
Okay.
hate that motherfucker so bad. But I like. I
Is it just boring? Is he just there? Is
no.
he- he's all,
I
"Yeah."
think the Neverending Story is solid. I really don't like Sebastian. Ruins that film for me. Has since I was a kid. Can't do it.
All right.
Just being honest.
Right, fair enough.
Speaking my truth.
He is pretty like Peter McNicholy in that movie. So.
But he's just so annoying,
Yeah.
and he over enunciates.
Is that going to be a thing now? Peter McNicholy?
Maybe.
And he just like
McNicholy.
flat characters. Like, yeah, he's pretty.
Yeah.
He's
Peter.
Peter McNicholy.
McNicholy.
But I mean, like Peter McNichol in Ghostbusters,
Ghostbusters
2.
2,
I mean,
yeah.
come on. Like, I still quote.
Ah, you do, I
you
know.
Why am I drippings with goo?
Yep.
You know, like to this day.
I know you like him. Yeah.
So there's a lot of people in chat talking about Pete's dragon.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
what is Pete's dragon's name?
Elliot.
Yeah,
Okay.
Wait,
That's
what?
easy.
Pete's dragon. Oh, Pete. That's a whole different thing.
yeah.
Sorry.
That's good.
Okay. Final question. Trogdor.
Ah! Oh my god!
This
This is the final question?
Yes, this is the final
Trogdor,
question.
Trogdor, did I know Trogdor?
Yes. Is Trogdor a man, a dragon man, maybe just a dragon, or is he still Trogdor?
I think I just answered
What are you
that.
guys talking about? What are you
I-
talking
I
about?
have no idea what just happened
Serenading
there.
all the people and the bathroom cottages. Oh my my god, you guys don't know Trogdor.
No.
Oh, that's sad.
That's going.
Are you going to tell us?
We're going to introduce you to Trogdor. Okay, anybody who is not familiar with Trogdor in the chat, just look up Trogdor on YouTube. You're welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome. I live for Trogdor. Live for Trogdor.
So we still don't know what it is, though.
Was
What the
a
fuck?
man. Oh my god,
Trogdor
it's
is
so
a
good.
man, but he's not a man. He's a dragon man. But maybe he was just a dragon.
Okay, it's from a really old now web comic cartoon series called Homestar Runner. And there's a character who's everybody's favorite named Strong Bad, and he creates this character called Trogdor the Dragon. And I see you don't know. You don't know. Yeah, it's fine.
This might be the generational gap thing.
I know. The 10 years that
I
separate
know Kelly
us
knows
is like-
Trogdor because Kelly and Emma and I on Spooky Slumber Party, we're always talking about Trogdor.
Really?
We love Trogdor. Well, I mean, just anytime. I love
Trogdor.
Trogdor.
So okay.
I'll show you.
I'm
You'll
confused.
learn.
All right. Trogdor. He's a man?
He's a dragon man.
He's a
But
dragon
Just
man?
a dragon.
Okay.
Well, so yeah.
He's
Anyway,
got one beefy arm.
did we win?
That was it. I thought-
Everyone wins.
That was all the questions?
That's
Yay.
that was fast. All right. Yay.
We did it. We won.
We won the
We
dragon
won
quiz.
dragons.
The dragons.
Should we really quickly talk about next week's episode?
We should. Let's do it.
Okay, so next week we are having a little halfway to Halloween party.
Yay!
And you're all invited. We are going to watch, this is actually a repeat for the Cult Show, but it's been something we've been, first time?
First time we've ever repeated anything.
Oh yeah, first time we ever repeated anything. But it was just too perfect with halfway to Halloween, and we've never, I don't know, we haven't gone deep enough into this. Anyway, we're watching Creep Show 1 and 2. And some of us have never seen the second one, which, me. And I've heard that it's awful.
There is something she's going to hate in this movie, and I can't wait to hear about it.
I don't know. Now you're like psyching it up too much, and so then,
Okay.
yeah. And so then I'm gonna be like, I don't know, what part did you think I was gonna hate?
Yeah, okay.
You know? Is there baby dragons that get beaten to death?
Yes.
Because that's the part I will hate. Anyway,
Yes.
Creep Show, halfway to Halloween. Maybe people will dress up. You don't know what could happen at halfway to Halloween.
Oh, jeez.
Ooh,
That's some...
Snap.
Yeah. She's throwing down a little...
All right. I'm doing it. I'm coming in costume.
I'll be in costume.
Oh, wait. We'll be at home, won't we?
Doesn't matter.
Still coming in
Oh,
costume.
good
and
point.
everybody at home can be in
Aw.
costume too.
I want to come here and do it.
Oh, I want to come here. Well, maybe. Well, we'll figure it out. Anyway, Creep Show 1 and 2.
You guys know that I've seen Creep Show a couple times.
Once
Why
or
it's
So-
like
twice,
your
right?
baby fave. He's wearing Creep Show socks.
I am. I'm actually. I have to do my laundry now so I can wear them next week.
Well, dang it! I gotta do my washing up.
I gotta get old. What's the old guy's name?
Mr. Clean,
No, from the movie we just watched.
Hodge.
Hodge. Yeah, I gotta get a Hodge over here. And
Hodge.
do my laundry.
Boil my eggs. Do my laundry. Poor Hodge.
Poor Hodge.
I feel.
R.I.P.
He got
Hodge.
done dirty.
He did, just like the dragons.
Super dirty.
So I guess that was that. Yeah, Creep Show. I'm excited because you guys know I love the film, and we talked about it once before in the show, our second episode. But I'm really excited to revisit again. Because
Yeah.
I can talk a long time. I can hold my breath for a long time. Anyway, real quick, do you mind if I just say to everyone about the fact that movie theaters are open more and more across the country? So, you guys, if you can, this weekend is the Mortal Kombat opens, and then
Mortal
there's the
Kombat!
Demon Slayer, which is that hugely popular anime movie that's come out. And there's a bunch of other cool stuff coming out. There's that new Billy Crystal and Tiffany Haddish film in like
That should be funny.
2 weeks, I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the theaters are open.
Go!
They're hecka safe. Get out there, wear your
Yeah.
mask, but you'll be good to go. Don't forget to visit the theaters because God knows we need to get everything open
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
And you
Yes.
miss them.
So-
I'm so happy to be in a theater right now.
We're in the basement, but still, we're in the theater.
We got in the door.
We did.
Yeah.
We barged barged our way through.
We did. We're like, we
did.
have to do a
He
show.
said, I know Neil. Let me in. I'm important.
I'm important.
That's when they call the police. You mentioned my name.
Yeah.
So
Well.
anyway, where are we on the Instagrams and everything again?
Yeah. Follow them. Follow us on Instagram. The Cult Show rocks.
Rocks, yeah.
Follow us here. Hit that subscribe. Hit that like. Give us some movie suggestions. We might listen to them. We might not. But you know what? Suggest them
I know.
anyway.
Yeah, if they come enough, we might eventually.
Consider it.
Yeah.
Furby the movie. We're just waiting for it.
Furbies.
Anyway, okay. I guess that's it, right?
That's it. Let's go.
It's skedat. All right. So let's say goodbye to who we got, Caleb. Can you read them?
Evan and Hungry Boy and Kelly and our bookends, Mark Visions Truth and Pismo Mark. And
Michael Gathering Dust is in now.
Michael, yeah,
Michael
he showed up late.
Gathering Dust showed up.
And Kelly and, I said Kelly already, and Enoch and Macy and Laura and Mindy.
That's about it. That's pretty good. You say hungry?
Did you say Evan and Kelly?
So,
You did.
yes.
3
I
times.
missed it. Yeah, 3 times a lady.
Bye, guys. We love you so much.
Bye one more time.
Bye.